Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt. And this is the Matt and Dave Show. Welcome back as we bring you another exciting week of...
What are you doing?
Bullshit. I don't know. We started the show and my mic kind of fell. It was like pre-performance anxiety. It was like, it was up there. It was right in my face.
Wow.
And all of a sudden it went... Bloop.
Wow.
So it got nervous.
I got scared.
Yeah. I got scared.
I got scared.
Like, oh, we're doing another show?
Oh,
I'm so scared.
no, I'm so scared. I can't print. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't think so. Last week we started. I was talking about how I felt like I was getting sick.
Yes.
That was fine.
Yeah.
And then this morning,
You were sick.
I feel like I'm getting sick again.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what's going on.
Maybe
man.
you're just sick of doing the show.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I might be like semi-allergic to my new cat.
Oh.
That's possible.
Oh.
So when I'm home on the weekends, I'm around the cat more. And
Oh, that's true.
It's possible.
Oh, you may be allergic to pet dander.
That could be it.
Pet dander.
Mm-hmm.
That's the term.
Yeah.
So I discovered something last night.
What's that?
There's a subreddit dedicated, for those that don't know what Reddit is this like the hub of the internet. People submit things. It's cool. It's fun. So there's a subreddit when you can classify Reddits by topic. There's a subreddit just dedicated to people struggling in infomercials. Struggling with the stupid people they amplify.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this jar is too tight.
I can't open this jar.
Why are hoses so complicated? And it is the funniest fucking thing on the planet.
Nice. I have a theory, and I don't know if this to be true or not.
Okay.
But a lot of the lists and like the clickbait.
Yes. Or pretty much all of BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that shit comes from subreddits because I have seen a list of those things before.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like the top 12 dumbest people in infomercials.
Yeah. So
I actually think I stopped following BuzzFeed.
Really?
I did. I don't see as much anymore.
There's a there was a funny, because Reddit was down. I don't remember the duration, but there was something wrong with the server or something. And it went down for like a day and a half or something like that. And there was all these, and all of a sudden everybody's content started drying up because that's where people go to get content.
Yep.
That is the place you farm for content.
Yep.
BuzzFeed, and they started doing comics about like how nobody could post anything because Reddit was down. But I get stuff from Reddit for the show. Like I go through like the movie sites and stuff like that.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a wonderful place to get content, especially if you're looking for like a very obscure niche of content. If you're looking for something very, very pinpointed, you can just find it anywhere.
And it's great too because it's like the people who know how to use the internet.
Yeah.
Those are typically the people who post to Reddit.
Yes.
Like a lot of people, the average internet user will use BuzzFeed.
Yes.
Go, oh, this is such a clever list.
No, they use the Facebook shares from their friends that use BuzzFeed.
Yes.
So do you know the hierarchy of the internet? Like how it goes? So it goes
Why don't you tell us?
I will.
Okay.
It goes the chans.
Okay.
All of the chans, the dreggy chans of the internet.
Uh-huh.
And then that goes into a Reddit, or let's call it Reddit dig, those aggregate sites. Mm-hmm. Then it goes into your BuzzFeeds and your more like palatable internet newsy versions of it. Yeah, your webs. And then it goes into your Facebook feed or your Twitter feed. And then it goes into your mom's feed. And then it goes into print. And and print is like 6 weeks later.
Print is your mom's news feed.
It goes, your mom talks about it and then you see it in Newsweek.
That's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
The missus used to love The Week magazine, and it's a great magazine. It truly is.
What is it?
The Week is pretty much just a summation of what happened last week, and they pull from other magazines. It's pretty much like the internet of paper.
Sure.
It's a cool format. It, shorter articles allows you to just get a brief glimpse of kind of what went on.
Kind of like what we do in the show.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, really, that's what most of these like podcasts and news and all of these things now.
If you're trying to stay topical,
right? Like,
which is what we do.
Right. Exactly. And I think it seems silly sometimes to me for us to be sitting here talking about what happened last week.
Like you didn't know.
Right, exactly.
But you don't.
But some people might not.
Yeah.
And that's okay because we've talked about this before, how like we'll be plugged in enough for you. That should be our slogan.
Yeah.
Matt and Dave, we're plugged in enough so you don't have to.
So you don't have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's so much other things that you need to worry about in your life.
Yeah.
Just come, we'll filter it through for you. We are the BuzzFeed of your entertainment news.
Oh man, that's terrible.
It is. It really is. But that just came to me.
I don't want to listen to us now. But so she would read this magazine and she would always go, she's like, "Hey, did you hear about?" Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I heard
hey, yeah, what about the?
Yep.
Yeah, like a week ago.
I think
when it happened.
I think people who only consume that like weekly stuff, like need to find a better group of people to share that information with.
Well, to be fair, I'm an information junkie.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of people who live on the internet. So, like, you are obviously not somebody that you want to go, like, hey, did you hear about this thing that happened 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Like, I have to hit you with stuff, like, that happens the moment it happens.
Right.
Like, seriously, like, I'm so plugged in. I have all this stuff coming up on my news feed.
Yeah.
And the second I see it, I'm sharing it with you.
Yeah.
Mostly so you know what's happening and you can post it to the social media for us. But it's mostly so I don't have to hear, yeah, I knew about that already. Yeah. Which is the same thing I do to people who share like Batman memes on my fucking wall.
Yeah.
All the time. No, I've seen that. No, I heard that.
I've seen that one, heard that one. Yeah.
Hey, newsflash, guys. I know Ben Affleck is Batman.
Have you seen, but did you see the Bat Stash?
I did. Jesus. So the Bat Stash showed up. There was like 6 months where it happened at least twice a week where somebody posted on my wall or tagged me in the Bat Stash.
The Bat Stash. Dude. Oh, yeah.
It was the same one. Sometimes the meme would say something different, but it was
it's
the same dude.
Picture.
He was like a Charlie Manson looking guy, too, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, since then, there have been, like, different takes on the Bat Stash. Every once in a while, I'll get it now. Yeah. But I remember I had, like, 3 or 4 rants where I was like, guys, do you guys ever look at my wall? So, like, seriously, there was a time where 3 posts on my wall in a row were different people posting the Bat Stash to my wall.
Now, to be fair to people, and I want to say to be fair to people are thinking of you when they see these things, and then they see it organically in their thing, and they're like, oh my God, you know who would like this? You know who would love this? I'm going to tag Matthew Michael Awesome in this.
Absolutely. And that is why I started the rant saying, people, I love you.
Yes.
I love the fact that we've gotten to the point now where when you see Batman, you think of me.
Yeah.
That goal.
Yeah.
We've achieved it. We've achieved my goal. When you see Batman, you think of me.
But what
awesome.
Price?
But at what price? And the price was a pain in my ass.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's died down a lot because we talk about it a lot. I've talked about it a lot. Only when people see like really, really cool Batman shit in real life will they like take a picture and tag me of it, which is great.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
Or they'll send me memes privately, and once in a blue moon,
Bat Stash.
Right? No, I don't see Bat Stash much anymore.
Oh, you will after this.
Yeah. Once in a blue moon, people should start posting it to the Matt and Dave show.
Yeah.
Once in a blue moon, somebody will give me something that I haven't seen. So I appreciate that. But I really am appreciative of the fact that you think of you see Batman and you think of me. It's fantastic.
You know the funny thing. So I feel like I'm one of those people that can give you something that you traditionally haven't seen.
Right. That's true.
Do you know why?
What's that?
Because I go on the Batman subreddit. And I find really obscure stuff that I'm pretty sure you haven't seen.
Right. And dude, I've got the Batman encyclopedia. I've sat down and read it from cover to cover.
Yeah.
But I've, perused through it.
Yeah.
Seen some cool stuff, things I didn't know. You know, like you've got like pages and pages of like backstory on the secondary character who was in issues number 137 to 164.
Right.
You know, like all of these things. It's pretty. I mean, it's great. It's like if you're a Batman nut, it's fantastic. But yeah, there'll be once in a while where you'll send something my way where
Right.
I've never seen.
And
there are a few people who can. There are on like a regular basis. There are a few people who can do
Right.
that.
But that's only because like I go to
Right.
the obscure source,
And that's
which is the
why
Batman subreddit.
I don't do Reddit because I will go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
I will fall down that rabbit hole and I will not come back from Wonderland.
Yeah,
for a very
it doesn't.
long time.
There's another website that does that for me. It's have you ever been to I'm going to probably regret telling you about this and you're going to hate me. Have you been to tvtropes.com?
I think you've talked about that with me before. I don't. I have not been on it though.
Oh God, don't. You will never come back.
Oh God.
You will never, ever come back. It is a source of all the tropey things that you see on TV, movies, video games. And just that in itself would be fascinating. And you would lose a week and a half into it. But they also cite examples of, throughout various media, like of examples of these tropes and how it ties into other tropes. And it's all hot linked to each other. Oh, wow. So it's this intricate web of like,
it's like never ending.
Right. The magnificent bastard trope. And then it cites all the other magnificent bastards, but it's really an offshoot of the, not a monster trope, but combined with the other, and you're like, wow. Anyway, and they explain the historical significance of how it was Erwin Rommel, the World War II German general, that he was first coined the magnificent bastard because they hated him, but they respected the shit out of his prowess. He was generally an honorable opponent. So that's how Magnificent Bastard started. And then, it just goes all the way down. And I can't go to that website. I can't.
I wish you could see your face right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like your eyes are like popping out of your head.
Right, because it's such an addicting thing. It's so much well-connected, well-referenced, self-referential information. Like you will lose. I'll lose weeks in that website. Like I'll lose a whole night. Just click, click. So much information. Give me the goddamn information. Yeah, it's awful.
Wow. I will have to check it out.
You should check it out. Yeah. Oh my God, it's amazing. It really is amazing.
It kind of ruins everything for you, though. Really, everything's like ruined now. You can watch a movie and go, "Oh, yeah, saw that coming."
Yep, it's the guest star.
That guy's the bad guy. Like sometimes, like now I can tell, like just from looking at the trailer, like, "Oh yeah, that guy's the bad guy."
Yep. Oh yeah.
I don't even know, like
red herring, Chekhov's gun,
right, exactly.
Magnificent Bastard,
there
done.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
I do even the I do it so much now. Even the wife knows. Like she knows Chekhov's gun,
right?
Which is so Chekhov's gun is the trope where when you see something, Anton. Is it Anton Chekhov, the playwright? Yeah. So he wrote something where like you see this gun in a drawer, and for no reason, but you see the gun in the drawer. So you know that later on it will have a very prominent part in whatever story you're telling. Right. They have to make it a point to show it in order to. So TV loves abusing the hell out of Chekhov's gun.
Absolutely.
Like they love abusing. Like why is he at his computer? This is a very specific computer, and he should have no reason to be. Chekhov's gun. This computer is important to the story, and they have to show it now. Like you can pretty much solve every episode of any Law and Order by using Chekhov's gun and red herrings. That's it. You would be a god in that world if you just understood Chekhov's gun.
That's very true.
But yeah. But but it's to the point now where I've used it so much that she knows it.
Right.
Like she'll call it out like Chekhov's gun. Mm-hmm. Damn it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what's happening. It's awesome. It's truly, truly awesome. I highly recommend you losing at least a month and a half of your life in that.
But when would you have time to binge on Netflix?
I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't binge, so I started watching The Defenders.
Did you?
One episode.
Just one?
Just one episode.
Okay.
I watched one episode of The Defenders.
All right.
And I was really afraid that I was going to like teeter down binge.
Right.
But no, I did not. I watched the one episode and I'll pick it back up later.
How later?
I don't know, probably today.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I was gonna say, like
I'll probably watch 2 or 3 tonight. I'm guessing. Yeah.
We were talking about that yesterday about how you will watch something and then you'll just kind of forget. You'll just go on with your life and then you'll forget to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the case with this.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, just because I don't want it spoiled.
Right.
That's the thing that I'm scared of with this is I really, I don't want this ruined for me online. And as a guy who consumes a ton of information online. I don't want this ruined online. So
you know what I found? Just to go off topic here, but we'll come back to the Defenders.
No, go ahead.
I was watching, or I was on Facebook today. I was reading an article about some of the fan theories about Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And some of the relationships and things like that. And I was reading some of the comments, and that's kind of a rabbit hole you can fall down sometimes too. I was reading the comments, and somebody posted like pictures that were supposed to be like a meme of because Game of Thrones is having a problem lately with staying off of the internet. There's a hack of HBO.
Dude, yeah,
so,
HBO.
This week's episode has been on the internet for like 5 days now. So somebody took some pictures for some screen captions of tonight's episode,
right,
and posted it on this comment thread where everybody's like talking about their ideas and their hints, and people are bitching, people are celebrating. You know how it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, some dude like posted some pictures. It was a pretty big fucking spoiler.
Yeah.
Like a really cool moment. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for like this wasn't a spoiler filled article. Like there was nothing there was no picture that spoiled anything.
Right.
If you read the article, it says this has spoiler information from last week's Game of Thrones. So if you aren't caught up to date, you might want to go ahead and not read this.
Right.
I respect the hell out of that when articles do that these days.
Yep.
But there was no spoilers, and then all of a sudden, just no comment, no text, no nothing. The dude just posted right there.
Bam.
Fucker.
Bam.
I wish I would have remembered that guy's name because I would have called him out right now.
I had one of those moments. So back in the MySpace days.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm gonna dig deep in the catalog.
You were a friend of Tom's, huh?
I was. I started a group called the Global Domination Association.
Oh boy,
I did.
I'm sure you're not any kind of government watch list.
Right. But it was very tongue in cheek, like like it was like the bad guy group, Cobra Commander and stuff like that, like for all like the fake trolly MySpace accounts.
Sure.
Of fictional characters. I'm like, come on in. We'll talk about things, how you would do it. Very tongue-in-cheek. So there was this dude that was in it, and he changed his profile pic to be the Half-Blood Prince spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everybody
to reveal who the Half-Blood Prince was.
And the at the end.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yep. The big one, yeah.
I love how you're not talking about it just in case.
Yeah, it's what I do, man.
It's all right, whatever.
But anyways, he posted the big spoil, and I was like, like I was pissed.
This had to have been back during the book.
Yeah, it was the book coming out. Yeah. He spoiled the book.
That's bullshit, man.
Right. He spoiled the book. Like it was like 2 days after the book came out. And he was like walking around just spoiling the book. And I was like, man, fuck you. Like, and I called him out on it too. I'm like, I kicked him out of the group. I'm like, fuck you, dude. That's
just mean-spirited.
Cheap. Yeah. It's cheap and basic. Like, if you want to be a terrible person, be a terrible person.
Yeah.
But don't be a shitty, terrible person.
I never really understood what people got out of doing that.
I don't understand the lulz. The LULZ. Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Maybe it's an age thing, but no, I mean, this was like, fuck it. I mean, I was 20-something when that happened.
It's got to be.
And that's what people do now. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't know.
Do you remember when we were back in 99 when episode 1 was coming out, Star Wars episode 1 was coming out?
Yes.
And we were all waiting in line.
I do.
And we waited in line for a long time to get tickets, and then we waited a long time for the movie itself.
Yes.
But there was a radio station who was doing a little bit where they went to see the movie, like, I guess in the morning.
Yep.
So, and there were lots of lines throughout the day of people like waiting to go see the movie. And there were people, the radio station was driving around like past lines in movie theaters of people waiting to get in to see the movie for the very first time, screaming, Qui-Gon dies at the end.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, yeah, it was a radio bit.
No.
It's really the first time I remember like a spoiler being a thing.
Weaponized spoilers.
I
read a thing about it was a teacher or a substitute teacher, and he had a class, and his class was being unruly, and he's like, "Oh, a quick question: how many of you guys watch Game of Thrones?" And 9/10 of the class raises their hands. He's like, "Oh, sweet. So I've read all of the books. And he starts writing spoilers on the chalkboard. He's like, I could do this all damn day. So you'll listen.
That's pretty damn smart.
Yeah. He's like, I will spoil everything.
Yep. But then you'll have some smart ass kid who'll go home
for the lulz
and read the books.
Yeah.
And then come back and be like, do whatever you want, Mr. Duncan. I'm going to... You read what you want. I know what it is.
I read.
I can tell you tell you what's going to happen before you write it on the board. Ha, 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 ha.
I read 7 books.
And goes, you've been taught.
Yeah. Wait.
Congratulations on reading.
Yeah, you made me read 7 books.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
It's a really brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I wish I would have thought of that sooner. Yeah, spoilers, man. We're going to talk some spoilers today, but towards the end of the show, so you got some time.
Yeah, you got time.
I did watch all 8 episodes of The Defenders.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
Because the reasons why aren't important.
The reasons.
I did not intend to watch all. I did not intend to watch all 8 episodes in less than a day, but my Friday night got freed up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you've seen the first episode.
I've seen the first episode.
I won't go into a bunch of spoilers, and really, there's not much to spoil.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining. Everybody. What I appreciated the most was how they were able to capture. It was almost like before they all got together, they really kind of took like everybody out of their own show and put it in this one show. Like they were able to capture the feel of the Daredevil show and because they all were really different shows. I felt
very much so.
Very much different shows.
Different music, different tones,
right. So
different color patterns.
When Luke came on, it was the same color patterns. It was the hip hop music.
Yep.
It was,
and
really,
every time
really
you
awesome.
saw him, it was the same color patterns, the same hip hop.
Absolutely, and it was the same thing for the first couple episodes because I don't think it's out there. It's known that it takes a couple episodes for these guys to finally get together.
Sure. Which is
one of the other things
reasonable.
I thought was brilliant was having Luke Cage on Jessica Jones, the show, her first season.
Yep.
Because it made for one less relationship they had to kind of explain.
Agreed.
Plus, it gave them that backstory.
Yep.
The tension not really tension, but just kind of this. Hey, we used to know each other. We used to screw, and
right.
This is we
right.
There's
some backstory.
So they did. I think they went about introducing them the right way. I appreciate it. Iron Fist still sucked.
Yeah.
Finn Jones is awful. I wish I could say something better. Now I did I told you yesterday privately. They've already renewed Iron Fist for a second season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that they've renewed Luke Cage for a second season. I'm not sure, but I really think that they should just forget about Iron Fist season 2, and just have Luke Cage season 2 be Luke Cage and Iron Fist's Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Because whenever Luke was in a scene with Danny Rand, it was so much better.
Really?
It was so much better. Because Luke would like call him out on his bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Because I think the problem with Iron Fist, and I was thinking about this after we talked yesterday.
Yeah.
Is that it deals with some like really serious, deep, mystical shit.
Right.
Right? And there was no character, and then there's like the heavy burden of like people dying and backstabbing and family and all of this stuff.
There's no one going the fuck.
Right. There's nobody kind of grounding this all in reality.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Right, and that really is what it is. And then like Iron Fist meets up with Colleen. Yeah, Colleen.
Yeah.
And they're both kind of like in this mystical world.
Right. Yeah.
There's nobody. There's just nobody grounding it.
There's nobody that represents you as a
nobody
viewer.
That represents me, and that was kind of what Luke Cage was doing.
Yeah.
Luke Cage was, and even when they brought Claire in.
Yeah.
In Iron Fist season 1, Claire was like, "What is all this shit going on?" She was already in the world. She understood like the superhero element. She saw crazy weird shit.
Right.
She knew Daredevil. She knew Jessica. She knew Luke. So it was like, okay, well, I don't have to question or say, what are you talking about?
Right.
I'm just going to assume that you can punch a dragon and that's a real thing that happens in this world.
Yeah.
And nobody else is going, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
But Luke Cage was actually doing that.
Nice.
So when they meet for the first time and they're talking about it and they're kind of getting to know each other, Luke is just like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is ridiculous stuff. And then the rest of them are kind of the same thing. And especially Jessica. Jessica's like, what are you talking about? And they just kind of go with it.
Right.
Until they finally believe, because the Defenders, the entire series is really kind of the focal point is the Iron Fist.
Really?
Yeah, I mean and again, not spoiler, but
right.
The focal point of the story is the Iron Fist.
Jesus.
Not to say that Danny Rand is the focal point, but the Iron Fist itself
I gotcha.
is. So it was interesting. Like I love the dynamic between the characters. One of the things that disappointed me the most was how there was just a lack of really cool moments.
Yeah. No, it's tough. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on.
Sure, yeah.
A lot of people.
And there was, like you've seen the trailer. Have you seen any of the trailers for the Defenders?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a trailer where they're in this white hallway and they're all fighting together.
Yep,
right?
Saw that.
That moment that you see in the trailer is like really all that there is.
Really?
Yeah. Then they don't fight together like that again for quite a while.
Huh.
But there's a cool moment at the end, and it was a good show.
It has a good arc, has a good ending.
Yeah, I mean, the ending is really good. I think the ending sets up some other things.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see if these guys ever. It was really funny because they never, even though they came together, it didn't feel like the Avengers, like they were going to be a team forever. They were just kind of working together because the things that they were doing separately kind of all came together.
Sure.
And they recognized that they could need each other to whatever.
To fix things.
Well, not to fix things, but to kind of take care of their own business.
I get you.
So it worked out really well. And then, when it was done, they all
went their separate
ways. And,
nice.
But it was good. It was good. Sigourney Weaver was pretty good.
Really?
Sigourney Weaver, pretty good. Yeah. I'd be interested to hear your take on it when you're done.
Okay.
But I was not disappointed.
Okay, good.
I mean, I really like all those characters.
I think... well, I mean, I was going to say, I think they've done a good job establishing them. Even the bad one being Iron Fist. True. But you're so fucking right about the grounded person. Yep. There's just nobody questioning anything in it. Like, the girl's got her own shit, and she's on her own path. And traditionally, it would be that part. Mm-hmm. Like she would be
the sidekick would be the one.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? But there's nobody going, why is your fucking fist glowing? This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, the dad has his own thing. Yep. I think the closest thing you could find to it would be the sister. But she's not in it for any period and doesn't have enough interaction to see any part of that to where you would be like she could function in that role and be like, dude, this is stupid. What do you do? Oh, you're kidding me. Like it takes a lot of the impact out of it.
Yep.
It really it takes a lot of the wow factors when there isn't somebody going wow. Mm-hmm. Not that you have to do a wow, but it's nice. It's nice to, You
need that Keanu Reeves going, whoa.
Right. The I know Kung Fu part. This is like, oh my God, there's you're a learning, growing thing, not just I am the Iron Fist and da-da-da-da.
And there's a lot of that in the Defenders. There's what the fuck is your fist doing? Like, how does it glow? What is going on?
Yeah.
And one of the things they do, so in Iron Fist, one of the things that bothered me, and I think it would have helped sell the character a little bit more had they gone into more of his actual backstory.
Right.
They keep calling him the kid.
Yes.
In the Defenders, which I dug a lot because it made me believe then he's not this all mystical warrior that he's supposed to be.
Oh,
because
yeah.
One of the things what bothered me about Iron Fist was he's supposed to be like the warrior extreme.
Right.
He's got this sacred thing that thousands of people who have been studying this brand of martial arts in this secret hidden world for thousands and thousands of years have been trying to get, and only one person can do it, and it's this guy. And he keeps getting his ass kicked left and right.
Right.
And why can't you center your chi?
Right.
You were raised by monks. They should have taught you this stuff, right?
Right.
Why can't you center your chi if you're this almighty warrior? Why can't you do it?
Right.
They never really addressed that in Iron Fist, and I think that would have gone a long way to kind of make the character a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
Or a little bit more likable.
Yeah.
If you establish that he's still kind of new.
Right. He's learning. He's
learning.
A petulant child.
He got this on accident, and now he's trying to come to terms with this power. That would have been fine too. It's cliche, but it would have worked.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that Jessica Jones and Luke Cage didn't have to come to terms with their powers. They had them. We heard about their backstories, but they didn't have to come to terms with them. They had already been through that.
Yeah.
Same thing with Daredevil. We didn't have to see his getting blasted in the face with chemicals to heighten his senses to make him blind. We knew that
Right.
They touched on it.
Yeah,
whatever.
they touch on it.
They've had already come to terms with their powers. He seems to not have.
Right.
And
I think that this might make me like the character a little more.
I think we just right now we have just fixed the series.
We fixed it.
We fixed it.
Yeah.
If you go into it with that in mind.
Yeah. All right. I'll watch the other 7.
Because he's the youngest. He's still annoying. He still carries his weight of a paper bag. But I forgive him a little bit more, especially when Luke is with him. Because he is the young one. He is he should be the more.
He's the D'Artagnan.
He is the D'Artagnan. You're absolutely right. That is exactly who he is.
He's the D'Artagnan.
Absolutely. And it's actually fun to see him fight with Daredevil next to Daredevil because they both have the same sort of
martial arts,
same style of martial arts. And Daredevil obviously has been doing it a lot longer.
Right.
So he is a little bit more refined at it than Iron Fist is, but he is this almighty warrior weapon.
Right.
And Daredevil can kick his ass. I don't know. I don't remember if they ever did actually fight. But you got the sense that Daredevil will kick your ass.
Yeah.
He'll kick your ass. Matt'll throw down.
Matt'll throw down.
Matt'll throw some Danny Rand down. So yeah, it was good. I appreciate it. And again, one of my favorite things is just how they were able to bring all of these characters together without sacrificing what they all were before they got together.
Yeah.
So it was good.
And it's nice that you establish your own little lanes and you can reference those lanes while you're doing it. It's not like they weren't setting up to be the defenders, but the fact that they can be the defenders is cool, but it's not what they needed to be. Like the Avengers was set up to be the Avengers.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think everything has been set up to do this Infinity War.
Yes.
But
so that brings me to something I want to talk about.
Okay.
I want to see the TV people in the goddamn fucking Marvel universe. I'm gonna punch something.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
Yeah.
It annoys me so much. I get the logistics of it. I understand. My left brain gets it. My left brain understands that maybe, the TV schedules are different and they have to shoot, a year and a half out, and TV shoots like 6 weeks ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like, and getting those plot lines to merge and all that stuff is that's hard. I understand that. But damn it, man, put Phil Coulson in some shit. I want to see Quake. I want to see Quake fucking quaking some shit. I want to see the Defenders in Infinity Wars. I want to see this.
So there's this thing throughout the Defenders that bothered me. And it was the fact that they kept saying about like how they love the city and how they want to save New York. And there are many times where they're in a New York skyscraper and there is a view. You can see the entire city skyline. And I was looking the entire time to see if I could find the Avenger Tower.
Building, yeah.
Like, at least just throw the Avenger Tower back there. Just because you can. You're in that same world.
Yeah.
How can you talk about loving New York and being the saviors of New York and not touch on the Avengers, not touch on the things that have happened in New York?
Yeah.
With Doctor Strange, like,
that
agree. Was all in New York.
Yeah.
What's with all that crazy stuff?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Oh, the Doctor Strange. Yeah.
I mean, and with this Infinity War coming, I'm sure New York is going to play a big part in it.
Right.
Like, what about Spider-Man? I'm thinking, where's Spider-Man in all this?
Right.
Like, there's this organization who's doing this thing who wants to destroy the city, and where's Spider-Man?
Yeah. I know. I mean, I think we might be asking too much.
I don't think so. Because they already established that this isn't in the same universe.
Yeah. No, I know.
They did that when Daredevil season 1 and, Jessica Jones. And
yeah. And I like how they tie it all back to the same incident. I like that they're using the Avengers movie as like the catalyst for a lot of this. Like the destruction of New York causes Kingpin to want to, do X, X, and X. Right. Like, it's awesome. Yeah. It's really, really, it's a clever way of tying in it, even with the Spider-Man movie. Mm-hmm. Tying it back to that.
That was too much, but yeah.
You thought that was too much?
Well, I thought there was too much. We said this. I thought there was too much Avengers in Spider-Man, but I did like how they used the Chitauri technology to kind of bring the Vulture and explain his technology and what he could do.
Right.
And I appreciated that. It was just too much Avengers for me.
You're right. No, but I mean, but
you're right. No, you're right. The Chitauri, and that was a part of the problem with this series, The Defenders, is that there was nothing. There was no. acknowledgement of any kind, any source. Like nobody once said, hey, go get the Avengers to go help you with these. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, why are you guys all doing this? Somebody call Spider-Man.
Right.
Like he can help you get that thing that you're trying to do right now.
Right.
At least, he can't do it by himself because obviously there's a lot going on here.
Right.
But he could help like a lot.
But isn't, I don't know, like, does this take place before the Spider-Man movie? Is he still just this, like, kid in a shitty mask?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It could take place before Spider-Man or after Spider-Man. I don't know. But in our world, in real time, we're past Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, I understand.
We're pre-Infinity War. We're pre-Ragnarok.
Yeah. I get it. I know.
But there was just kind of like this presence that kind of hung over everything that they never acknowledged. And, I was just kind of waiting for them to. But I really am going to be disappointed. And I'm already disappointed now because I know that they're not going to put the Defenders in the Avengers movie.
Right.
I know it. And it's fine. But I really do think that Luke Cage and Daredevil and Jessica Jones, I really think those three characters really deserve to be in the Avengers movies.
Yes.
Not the Avengers team.
No, the event, just a cameo.
Just a cameo.
A cameo of them punching some sort of fucking minion.
The world is coming to an end. Let's get all the heroes together. There's this group of people who do have like strength and can fight and can do special things. Let's get them. And then they all kind of show up and they're all, they have like a line each, and then they fight, and that's all I need.
No, you know what? You don't even need that. And the end of the Justice League cartoon did this very, very well, because the Justice League Unlimited had tons and tons of heroes, some of which didn't get a lot of top billing. So they have the big final fight against Darkseid. And then you would see these individual heroes just contributing in their own little ways, like within just, fun little shots of them. Like, it doesn't even have to be a let's round them up or anything. It's like, these parademons are flying all around and they're contributing in their own specific way. It's like the Question. My favorite one is the Question driving around in a fucking car, like holding one of the parademons on top of the car, punching it in the face. Mm-hmm. It's just this small little moment. He's just a conspiracy theory guy, but he's still contributing, and I think that would be good. That would be cool. You see a rock wall getting ready to fall on this people during the big battle
in Harlem, and then Luke Cage comes in
holds it up. That's all. That's all you need. You don't need this big introduction. You just need the moment, the nod, the acknowledgement. Same thing with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. You don't need these big moments. You just need these own little isolated things, which you could then tie back into the series if you want, like their perspective of the battle, how that played out.
And really, as much as I don't watch or like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore, that probably makes more sense for them to be in these movies than the
right. I agree.
Because everything that happens in the movies affects the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes, very much so.
The entire first season, the entire series changed because of what happened in Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yes.
They took S.H.I.E.L.D. down, and you had this television show called The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there was some sort of animosity between the television world and the movie world. And they were like, you fuckers, we just launched the show called The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and you're taking S.H.I.E.L.D. down. What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
But I like what they did with it.
I did too. Well.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, honestly, even the season you didn't like, I really enjoyed.
It was okay. It's more of the same, and I don't like the way that network television is going these days with their big, half season arcs. So Once Upon a Time was it Once Upon a Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time is the biggest criminal in this. And, they had half of the season was Neverland, and then the other half is going to be Frozen.
Right.
Come on, man. Really? Do we really need to do that? A half season? Can't we just tell stories?
I thought the tying of the Ghost Rider into the Life Model Decoy, I thought it was good.
I don't know anything about Life Model Decoy.
Oh, you didn't
I stopped.
Oh,
see, there you go.
Yeah, Mike went limp.
Yeah, Mike went limp.
Woo. You stopped. You didn't watch any of the LMD stuff.
No, I watched like the first episode or first or two episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last season.
Right.
Then I was out.
Wow.
It was like Daisy's on the run again. It made me feel like we're going back to the beginning. And this guy's this bad guy. These robot things. I don't care. And now, was it Fitz and Simmons are not together, but they're together? What? I just don't care anymore.
Wow.
You know, Coulson isn't the I don't care about this new director guy, and now Coulson isn't S.H.I.E.L.D. is legit again, and now where are the fucking Avengers? Where's Iron Man going? Coulson, I'm so glad to see that you're not dead. Like we all thought you were.
Right.
You know, where's Steve Rogers going? Hey, thanks for dying for us.
Yeah.
By the way, I held onto your bloody cards. Here you go. Oh, I signed them too.
Yeah.
Like, where the hell are they? What's going on now?
Yeah.
It was one thing. It was cool when they had their own little kind of black ops within S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
And then S.H.I.E.L.D. went underground, which was also were then they were legitimized again, and it was like,
yeah.
So where's Coulson's welcome home party?
Yeah.
Seriously.
But I think it's one of those things like I think that's why they put that guy in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I guess
because they couldn't put just doesn't it's not you're not into it.
I'm not into it.
Wow.
I might when the series is over.
You might go back and
I'll go back and maybe binge it on Netflix or whatever. But I just really I don't know. I don't have enough care to watch it.
Wow.
I don't.
I watched that show just for fucking Grant Ward. I will watch that show just because they give that dude so much to do.
Yeah, they do. And now he's he was dead, and now he was the good guy, and he's a bad guy, and he's dead. Now he's back, and he's dead again. What's going? I don't even know.
Yeah,
I can't even. It's typical. Hey, we've got a 26 episode season, and we need filler. Which is one of the things I really appreciated about the Defenders because it was 8 episodes long. It was just enough. I was left wanting just a little bit more. It wasn't overdrawn.
Sure. They could taper down the number of episodes.
I
think
but
you would be fine.
I don't need 26 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. every year.
No, I agree.
Give me 13. Give me 15.
All right.
I'm good to go.
All right. Let's talk about something else. You're mad.
I'm not mad.
You're mad.
I'm not mad.
You're butthurt.
I'm not butthurt at all.
You're definitely butthurt.
No, I feel pretty good.
Do you feel good?
I feel good.
Maybe that's why
Defenders was cool. Daredevil was like my favorite comic book character growing up. More so than Batman.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's why I appreciate that they nail the character.
So you want to talk about the Netflix stuff?
Sure.
I sure.
I have no idea what Netflix stuff you're talking about.
Them losing all the
Disney stuff?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that last week?
We did briefly, but so they poached Shonda Rhimes as well.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
Right. Yeah, you want to talk about
Shonda Rhimes does Scandal, and she does Grey's Anatomy
and Murder. How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with Murder. Yeah.
something murdery murder.
Yes,
and those are still all active shows, aren't they?
Yes, I think Scandal is getting ready to go into their final season.
Oh God!
And Grey's Anatomy should have been over 3 seasons ago.
Just 3 seasons ago.
Season 14 or something like that?
They're getting into Cheers ER territory.
Oh, Cheers was good.
I'm just saying, but as far as length of run,
sure. Well, Cheers went 10 seasons.
Yeah.
Was it? Did Frasier go? Frasier went 10 too, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Friends went 10. What's the longest? Not Simpsons. I'm not talking but what's the longest?
Live action? I thought it was
because we're talking sitcoms now.
Yeah. I thought it was one of the old-timey ones.
How many did MASH do?
MASH did enough to where they couldn't have had that many Christmases during the Korean War.
They did a lot. I want to say they did
That was my favorite piece of trivia about MASH. Because every Christmas they would do a Christmas episode.
Right.
But if you count all the Christmas episodes, Christmas.
Way too many.
You can't be in the Korean War and have 9 Christmases. Yeah. Not enough for 9 Christmases.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way.
MASH run 3 times as long as
the actual Korean War. Yeah.
MASH went a long time. I want to say MASH went over double digits.
I thought it was one of the cowboy ones.
Cowboy ones. Oh, do those count?
Yeah. Well, and there's some people that say they don't because they ran shorter seasons back then. Yeah, they did. It was like the Waltons or something like that.
Yeah. How many seasons did Leave It to Beaver have?
Hold on. Looking up.
Okay. I don't remember. I can't recall. But I mean, but look, I would say that
Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke was the longest.
Gunsmoke has 20. Yeah.
There you go.
Law and Order 20, SVU's on 19.
Yeah, but those do those count because those are all like single episodes. Like there's no continuity to them.
There's continuity,
you think?
Ish. Yeah, I mean they're more episodic than they are overarching. They'll do sub arcs, but
I mean, Law and Order, like between when it started and when it ended, like the only one left was Sam Waterston.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that was it. Everybody else was like the final two cops were Anthony Anderson and Jeremy Sisto. I mean, they were really kind of
right. But you know what? There is a reasonable amount of continuity between them because, like, so the chief that was on SVU started out as a regular cop on Law and Order.
Well, they set up a universe.
There's continuity. There's arcs and continuity within that. You disagree. Is that your disagree noise? That's your disagree noise.
That's it. That's me throwing my hands up in the air going, I don't care.
You don't give a shit.
No.
Family Guy's at 16. Lassie is at 17. CSI is at 15.
Wait. Is Family Guy, are they really on 16 seasons?
16 seasons. 289 episodes.
Wow.
Yep.
That's one that's jumped the shark a while ago, too.
Yeah, no kidding. NCIS, CSI, ER had 15.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
That's another one.
Yep, ER had 15.
Yep.
Bonanza, 14.
Wow.
Dallas, 14.
How many did MASH have? That's what I wanted to know. I want to say they had 11.
11. Yep.
Boom.
Very good. Boom shaka. Yeah. They are with Married with Children.
And what's
Frasier and Cheers.
13, 12?
Grey's Anatomy is 14.
Holy shit. People are still watching that, too.
Yep. Simpsons, 29.
I can't believe people are still watching that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love The Simpsons, dude.
I do, too.
I love The Simpsons. But
I haven't watched it since 1992.
I don't remember the last time I actually watched an episode on Sunday night, but people are still watching it.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Like, I just imagine that show would have priced itself out by now. Like,
oh, yeah.
I mean if you're voicing the same character for 29
think
years.
About it. Like, how big is their cast? Like, if what's it, Dan
Castanella
does, like, 80 of your characters.
He doesn't, though.
Hank Azaria does.
Hank
the other
Azaria
80.
is like the.
But
like,
he does. No,
Dan Castanella.
He does. God, he does Homer. He does Grandpa Simpson. He does Krusty. He does Mr. Burns. Does he do Mr. Burns? Or
no,
is
he
that
doesn't.
Harry Shearer.
Harry Shearer does Mr. Burns.
And
so I would say Hank Azaria and Harry Shearer do your heavy lifting.
But Dan Castanella. He does.
Really?
He does. Yes, he does a whole bunch.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He does Barney.
I think I knew Barney. Yeah.
So yeah, he does a lot.
Well, but still,
but they're paying him like $5 million an episode.
Yeah, they're getting.
I mean, they're getting bank, man.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that you would assume that show would just be too expensive to maintain if you're paying these actors.
But you have like 10 people.
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, it's all animation, which costs. I'm not going to pretend that I know what animation costs to produce. I have no idea.
Right.
I can give you kind of a ballpark figure of what like an episode of television would cost with all your equipment and post.
Sure.
But I don't know. I have no idea how animation works.
Wow, I did not know that a fucking American Dad has 14 seasons.
Yeah, well, does that count all of the
fucking
Fox seasons? Or
Fox and TBS.
TBS.
It counts both.
Sure. What about Futurama? I'm sure that has a few.
Futurama.
See, cartoons have got to be cheaper than live action.
Yeah,
I would assume.
Dallas is on there. Jack Benny's on there.
Yeah.
I didn't know Jack Benny jumped networks. Huh. CBS to NBC.
Wow.
We did 1950 to 1964 on CBS.
What's the top?
Oh.
What's on the top of that list?
Simpsons.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke and then Law and Order. Gunsmoke was the one I was thinking of.
Okay, yeah.
That was like, I knew it was like a westerny one that had run a bit.
Well, all that to say, Grey's Anatomy should be done.
Right.
I mean, I've never watched the show, but it's got to be like every other medical drama.
Right.
And now that I think there's only one or two people from the original cast on that show still.
Sure. Well, and here's the other thing about it.
You return into like soap opera.
So Gunsmoke has the actual highest number of episodes, even though The Simpsons has run for 9 years longer.
How is that possible?
Because they used to put more episodes, evidently, in seasons. It has 635 episodes.
In 20 years?
In 20 years.
What's that math?
Law and Order has 456 in 20 years. Like,
wow.
It smokes them. You see what I did?
I see what you did.
I did, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow, that's got to be, man.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine working on that show?
Damn.
Yeah, if you go by episode, Lassie, even at 17 seasons, is in third place.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Ozzie and Harriet at 14 seasons moves into...
How many episodes did they do?
I guess a lot.
Did they do one at one new... Well, you know what? They didn't have reruns back then either. I bet that's why they invented reruns.
Probably give these motherfuckers a break.
Right. Because they were like, look, we can save a lot more money on production costs by just re-showing the same show that we showed 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Because people will either want to watch it again.
Yep.
Or they'll watch it for the first time.
Yeah, that's true. Get them hooked.
I wonder how often you saw something like over and over again back in like the 50s and 60s.
Oh, I have no idea. That's so amazing, though. Yeah, 635 episodes.
Oh, man.
Like, that
That's
hurts.
crazy.
That hurts my production schedule.
Imagine binging all that on Netflix.
No.
That would be like a TV trope.com.
I mean, you would do...
visit for you. Huh?
Like, imagine... Oh, God. Let's say you do 8 episodes a day. Watching.
Okay. And are these half-hour episodes or hour long? I don't know how long Gunsmoke was.
I think Gunsmoke was only... Let's just say it's a half hour.
It's a half hour, okay.
It's
4 hours a day.
4 hours a day.
Okay.
It would take you, like, what is it, 635, something like that?
Yeah.
It would take you, like, months to watch all of this.
True.
And dedicating 4 hours a day, like half a work day.
Well, that would be like you come home at 5 and you do nothing but watch Gunsmoke until 9.
That sounds like something somebody on the internet would do. Like, just like to power through. What are you doing? I'm watching every single episode of Gunsmoke ever.
That's it. I'm going to play the lottery. Did anybody win the Powerball last night?
No.
Oh, shit. So it's got to be well over like, what, 700, 600 million?
650.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to play Powerball.
Yeah.
And when I win...
When you win.
Right. When I win.
Okay.
I am going to buy all the seasons of Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
And do this.
That... you could do this now.
I'm gonna watch. No, I don't want.
You don't need that. You don't need $650 million worth of disposable income to watch Gunsmoke.
No, I really do. I mean, I could do it now, but with everything else that I need to watch, I'm not gonna. No, it's gotta be. It's gotta be my job.
It is,
and nobody's gonna pay me to watch Gunsmoke but me.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
So I will watch all these Gunsmoke episodes. I will watch 8 a day, 4 hours a day.
Wow.
See how long it takes.
Yeah, and that's unless they're at fucking hour.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, even for $650 million, I wouldn't do that.
I like this is like, like a lot of people are like, I'm going to buy a yacht and I'm going to weld that to another yacht.
Right.
And I'm going to
my aspirations.
And then I'm
going to Gunsmoke.
Then I'm going to get a giant robot and then I'm going to make them have yacht skates. And that's what they would do
yacht skates.
Yacht skates. And I'm going to have Blowfor, the giant robot with his yacht skates, and I'm going to beat up the bully that made fun of me in high school with that. That's what a lot of people would do with $650 million. I mean, if you're talking like pure fanatical fantasy, but you would watch Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I mean, I didn't get bullied in high school, so I got teased, made fun of sometimes, but I didn't get bullied.
I'm glad that's your defense.
I got bullied in elementary school, but for the life of me, I can't remember that kid's name is.
Yeah?
Chris something. I forget his last name.
Fuck that guy.
Glowfar.
I'll build Glowfar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out Chris something.
He was a clogger before clogging was cool.
It was never cool.
Well, I mean,
at no point has clogging ever. And apologies to all the clogging enthusiasts out there.
That's very true.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry that there's been some animosity on this show towards you, mostly by me.
At least I have an excuse.
But clogging is just tap dancing in one spot. It's like all the
wooden shoes.
With wooden shoes. I can't even deal with it. I was watching. There was a clogging troupe on the one of the dance shows. They were. I think it was World of Dance, which was a really good show, by the way. Big fan of it. They were terrible. I'm like, I can't, guys. Clogging is just not cool enough. Tap is cool.
Tap is cool.
Irish step dancing is cool, and I've seen those.
Isn't clogging like a combination of the Irish step dancing and tapping with wooden shoes?
Yes. They'll do it with taps on their shoes though.
Oh, really?
As well. Yeah, I've seen it done that way.
I like the wooden shoes better,
but it's still not that cool. It's.
I really hope that none of our listener.
I'm sorry. I like you can write me an angry missive. You can skywrite. No, dude, clogging is cool.
You can troll our Facebook page.
You can fuck it. Troll me. I promise you. At you just got Dave on Twitter.
I just
find me.
Yeah, I just want to see what a clogging troll looks like.
I want to see. You know what? It's like a 9-foot guy on a bridge just going, I got shit on my shoes. I got shit on my shoes. Shit on my shoes. Shit on my shoes. Shit on my shoes.
Oh, man.
Clogging. I can't.
So
I'm sorry.
This Shonda Rhimes thing happened after Disney pulled out of Netflix. Yeah. At least they did the double tap.
Yeah.
But no, Disney pulled all their stuff off of Netflix, and then the Shonda Rhimes things happened. Do you think it was in retaliation?
No. I would say
they're related at all?
I would say they might be related, but I mean, the amount of time it would take to woo Shonda Rhimes away from ABC it's not a reactionary thing. Like, oh, we can't have the Disney stuff anymore.
But maybe Disney got wind of it, and they were like, "Well, fuck you, we're going to start our own streaming."
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying they're not correlated.
So Disney was retaliating by taking all of their stuff away. Like,
it's possible.
I'm going to take all my toys and I'm going home.
Right? Yeah, I'm going to start my own streaming service with beer and hookers.
Well, there was talk. I don't know if we got a chance to talk about this last week because they were talking about how Netflix is still trying to keep Star Wars and
we talked about this
and Marvel. So maybe they're not really. Maybe we're making too much of it.
I don't think.
And by we, I mean me. But I mean, look, we've got an hour show. We got to fill with content. So this is speculation.
This is all speculation.
This is all fake news.
This is fake news. We are fake news.
Really, like,
how do you trust us?
I don't know.
I wouldn't trust me.
It's all opinion.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's all of our opinion. Very, very little facts. We have.
I don't fact check me.
I don't fact check. I just go to different sources and look at cool shit. We have no responsibility to be a
factual source.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. So if
I'm not a journalist,
right? Exactly. That's why we don't talk politics.
Yeah.
Plus, who wants to talk politics?
Oh, I would love to. I want to start another show.
You should start another show.
I do want to start another show, and I'm going to call it "To the Left of Me and to the Right of Me."
Okay.
Because I want to have someone whose views are to the left of me, and I want to have someone whose views are to the right of me, and I will set them on the appropriate side, and I will yell at them when they are saying stupid shit.
Right. You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about that idea that we had about the documentary, with you running for office.
Yeah.
And I think that I still think that it's a great idea. Like, you could get in one of these local mayor races and just be like, look, when you just call everybody on their bullshit. You're running to be in the debates to call them on their bullshit.
Yeah.
You are the everyman who's sitting at home listening to the debates.
I could do that better.
Bringing up the points that matter.
Yep.
And calling all of the candidates on their shit.
They're never going to let me in a debate.
Each candidate equally.
Yeah. Oh, no, I have no problem.
Right?
Speaking truth to power.
Because you may have your own personal beliefs, but you can call people out on their shit.
That is,
whether or not you agree with them.
That is a skill set of mine.
It should be a skill set of more people. It really should. So what do you think that Shonda Rhimes is going to do at Netflix?
Whatever the fuck she wants.
And I love that people like her. Because listen, I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. We're sitting here bashing it. I've heard of Scandal. I've never watched it. I hear it's a great, fantastic, phenomenal show.
Yeah.
And How to Get Away with Murder is a fantastic show. She has got some skill.
She does have some skill.
Talent.
Yeah. And some longevity too.
Yeah, and I love when people with skill and talent go to Netflix because Netflix lets them do what they want.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, most of the time you get a House of Cards.
Yep.
Sometimes you get a friends from college.
Sometimes you get a
actually
Iron
only
Fist.
once you get a friends from college.
Yeah,
we were just talking about that yesterday. How that might be the worst Netflix show to date.
Yeah. And I won't even bash it as the worst Netflix show. It was the worst Netflix show for me.
It was definitely for me. It was the first one that I have not finished.
Yeah.
The first Netflix show that I started watching.
And I won't even say that it was particularly poorly crafted. Like, it was well shot. I think, there was good structure behind it. I just didn't like any character in it that I was supposed to like. And I think that might be a requirement for liking a show, but I didn't like it and I didn't relate to it. We could spend the next 10 minutes fucking bashing that show.
We don't have 10 minutes though.
I know. We have like 60 seconds.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Anything you wanna go out on? This could be the last one.
The last.
There's a solar eclipse.
Why? Oh, that's right. Are you going to watch it tomorrow? Are you going to look at it?
No.
Why does everybody ask me, like, are you going to look at it? No, I'm not going to. Like, I could just watch the opening of Heroes, and it's, look, there's the eclipse.
There's the
it's
eclipse.
the same thing. I've seen it 100 times, guys.
I don't stare at the sun on my off days. Exactly. Why am I going to start staring at the sun?
I can't believe they have to, like, tell everybody, hey, don't stare at the sun.
Right.
It's still
bad. It's still bad. It's still bad to look directly.
Although I did hear a nice tip. You could use your cell phone in selfie mode and then look at it over your shoulder in your phone.
Oh.
So that's a little Matt and Dave tip.
That is a good tip.
Everybody watching the solar eclipse. Hey, make sure you are taking good care of your eyes.
Yeah.
Don't stare directly into the sun.
Ocular nutrition.
Although, you know, the good news, you don't need your eyes to listen to the Matt and Dave show.
That's true.
So make sure you guys go on, like, follow, share all of our shit.
Yep.
Until
we love
week.
you.
Maybe.
We'll
be here.
Enjoy the apocalypse.
Woo!